Hey everybody, I want to do a quick video. I think it's going to be a quick video. I wanted to kind of talk about some things I've been thinking about, which is what I've been doing a little bit with my videos lately. I've been thinking about kind of what I've learned through transition. And one of the big things that I'm learning through transition is how to take care of myself. I want to preface that by saying, though, that it's an everyday struggle for me. I think that growing up and realizing that there was something that was incongruent about who I was, or at least not really who I was, but what I was going to be raised to be, has really left me with a feeling of not really caring, I guess, what happened with my life. I wasn't the person that ever thought about what I was going to be when I grew up. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a picture of a marriage. I never really thought about living long enough to really make anything out of myself. And I read in, I guess it was Becoming a Visible Man by Jameson Green, the idea of not growing up, not being able to grow up until you knew what you wanted to grow up into. I think that I really just didn't know. And I have really felt, I guess, when I was younger, at least from my mother, it was apparent to me that I wasn't who I was supposed to be. It wasn't the plan. I wasn't the plan. And I wasn't able to fulfill her dream. And I guess that having that impression when I was growing up really left me with a feeling that it didn't matter who I really was. Thus, it wouldn't really matter how I took care of myself. So now, through transition, what I've been learning is that I do matter, and that I have control, and that I'm an adult now, and I can make my own decisions. The problem with that is that a year and a half of transition versus all of the years that I thought the other way has made changing my habits and changing how I treat myself a very difficult process. An everyday battle, really. I was always taught, well, I wasn't always taught, I was always told at different points, I guess, that I analyze things too much, or I think about things too much, and I just need to live. I guess the problem with that, or that thinking, is that I have had to think about living. I've had to think about who I am and what I'm doing and what I was taught and what I wanted to do differently. And so that self-analysis that has come through this process, I guess that is my life, has brought me to this place of trying to unlearn what I've been taught, trying to help myself believe in myself and help myself realize that I can make more positive choices. But like I said, it's an everyday battle. But in the last year and a half, through this transition, I have opened my eyes so much more than I ever did before. And with that, like I said, I've been trying to make changes. And not changes to who I am, but changes of how I live my life and how I take care of myself, and establishing some sort of hope for the future. Excuse me. And I've just been realizing, like, this, even though my battle has been with gender, that it's very much a life battle, very much a life transition, and not truly unique. Really, I mean, a lot of people have a lot of different battles, and not ones that I necessarily understand, just like they don't understand mine. I guess what I'm trying to say is, when I went into therapy a year, no, 2 years ago, before I started tea, I went saying to the therapist, I'm not sure if I want to do tea or not, and I'd like to come and work with you to discuss that. And I had already had chest surgery, because that was something I knew 100%, but tea wasn't something that I knew 100% because I was scared. I was scared about how it would change me. I was scared about what it would do to me chemically and if it was healthy and all of that. And what I realized after a few sessions with that therapist, I felt like I was in a gatekeeper situation, like a lot of people feel. You know, I didn't think that she was the right therapist for me. I didn't really feel like she was helping me really understand, but I felt like, okay, in order to get my tea letter, I need to go to this lady and I need to keep paying her money to get it done, and I need to get it done as quickly as possible. Having said that, I don't regret starting tea. It's been wonderful, and it's been everything that I could have asked for. But just recently, I was talking to a new therapist, and we were discussing. She was asking me some different questions, really about like who I am and how I see myself and things like that. And I said, I wish that that therapist 2 years ago would have done the same thing. I wish that it wouldn't have been a gatekeeper situation, and I wish that I would have had somebody to talk to about those things. Granted, I talked to my friends and my family and things like that, and I definitely did think about those things. But I think that it's something, that we've talked about before, I guess, or a lot of people have done videos about. It should be a situation where people are allowed to question and are allowed to be confused and are allowed to think about all of these different difficulties that are in this particular life transition, without being judged and without being forced to sell an idea. I don't know, I say that and I'm just talking about that, but I guess it goes back to what I'm saying about, I really have enjoyed, as difficult as this last year and a half has been, I really have enjoyed transitioning. And I feel like, every day that passes, I'll be closer to being, more complete, and more complete than I could have been had I not done this. I have said recently to friends that the physical transition in the last year and a half has been amazing, and it's been very quick. Like it just started yesterday. But on the other hand, the social transition doesn't go as quickly, and there are bumps in the road, and there are really humorous situations that I find myself in. But every day I find that I'm stronger, and I really appreciate that. I think that it's just an ongoing battle, not battle, I guess, journey, really. But I do enjoy it, and I hope that each day as I go through this process that I learn more, and I feel like I'm becoming a better human being through this. So I guess I just wanted to put my thoughts out there. I don't know, maybe some of you have felt the same way. I think most of you have. But I just wanted to kind of put what my thoughts were that were going on tonight, just kind of as a little bit of a journal. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, and I'm sorry that I didn't really formulate this all that well, but maybe I'll put my thoughts together better next time. So anyway, take care. Bye.